Who's got to check your back around these neck of the woods. And anyways, well, just finishing up my day. We posted the new Real Deal report, working on some articles, taking a break, and something hit me, like a ton of bricks, like a grand piano fell on me. So let's put our thinking caps on, but let's do it from a historical entertainment perspective, and you'll understand what I mean in a minute. You know, when legends get older, they get decrepit and their work suffers for it, i.e. Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. So let's kind of rediscover some of those real quick. When Michael Jackson was touring, or prepared to tour on the This Is It tour in 2009, the guy couldn't walk, he couldn't barely sing, and he sure as hell could not dance. That same year, oddly enough, Whitney Houston, she could not sing anymore. She did so much crack cocaine. I mean, if you look at her old videos in 2009, the live videos, she couldn't hit the high notes. Well, she died Grammy night. I believe it was the Beverly Hills Hotel. She was discovered by her boyfriend, Ray J, who was in the Kim Kardashian video, and also a very well-known drug dealer in Hollywood. Yeah, she was killed. And that came out in civil court, that it was a conspiracy, her death. Now, it's also said that when Jimi Hendrix was thinking about quitting rock and roll in 1971 and return to jazz, he was killed. They found gallons of red wine in his lungs. So right now we're at a time where there's another person who's really looking bad, really failing, and really guilty, and is hurting, not a record industry this time, but let's just say a deep state industry. Who am I talking about? Obama. The man is as dumb as a rock without a teleprompter or an earpiece or pre-screened questions, and he is looking guilty as hell, and he is a liability, he is a liability. The guy who created him, John Brennan, his handler. What I'm telling you is, they're going to make a martyr out of this guy, and I can feel it. He's not going to do any good for these people that created him, because he's just an empty suit, an empty vessel. He's not going to do any good if he just sticks around and sings like a bird. They off him, they secure their legacy, they make him a martyr, and get this, just like JFK, Michelle Obama was always called the new Jackie O by many on the left during their White House visit. She is going to run for president, at least the VP ticket, because we know Joe Biden, that's just a silly joke at this point, so it's not even worth mentioning. But you get rid of him, you make him a martyr, you seal his legacy, you shut up all the critics because he's just dead, you give her a boost to her presidential run, just like JFK did for Jackie O and her future and everything she tried to accomplish after that. And then here's the big one. You blame a Trump supporter, you blame a gun owner, you blame a militia, whatever's trending at the time, that's who they're going to blame. And you save the people who are in hot water, like Brennan, Clapper, Hillary, by getting rid of their puppet, their little Frankenstein monster, Barack Obama. They created him. They can take him out, and it's hitting me like a ton of bricks. And you know what? We're always trying to guess, well, what is Trump going to do? What is the Patriots going to do? The White Hats? What's their strategy? We need to think like the bad guys. If we're the bad guys, if we're the deep state, what can we do to protect ourselves and defeat the Patriots? The opposition, depending, how you want to call it or look at it. And to me, if I was calling the shots, that would make the most sense. He is expendable as easy as he was created. The man can't even speak without a teleprompter. So just think about that. Michael Jackson was never as big as he was for many years until he was dead. Sales went up. Whitney Houston was sucking, terrible, a joke, laughingstock. She died. Oh, she's the greatest singer in the world. Elvis Presley, laughingstock, terribly overweight. Nobody saw him. Nobody even considered him a real deal. He's dead. He's now one of the greatest performers, singers of all time, the king of rock and roll. JFK, he was hated. He was hated because he was Catholic, he was young, all kinds of different things because he didn't go to war. He was killed. Now he's one of the most beloved presidents of all time. And I think that's exactly, potentially, what they're going to do. They're going to make a martyr out of that guy. Barack Obama's going to be a martyr. And that's, we got to understand, these people will not stop at anything. If they'll do this plandemic, this fake-demic, this fear-demic, this food-demic, all the demics, they're going to do an Obama-demic. Because right now, Obamagate is hurting them bad, and they'll stop at nothing. And he's expendable, just as an old used pair of gym socks. We need to start thinking complex. We need to start thinking like the enemies think. Oh, how could they even do that? Because they view you and me as cockroaches. We're not people to them. We're tax cows, we're just little, farm animals, hence, Animal Farm. So think about it. We can stop this, we can beat these people, but we gotta be smart, and we gotta be willing to question, we gotta be willing to come up with these things, discuss, bounce off ideas, because no army, as they say, can stop an idea whose time has come, and that's our time. Stay tuned, stay awake, and I'll see you guys on the other side.